The standard objection to a 60-meter humanoid is that it snaps its own legs the moment it stands up. The law behind that is right, which is why the wrong answer sticks. Put every pressure on one scale, and the bones cope. Everything here is in pascals, 1 Newton over 1 square meter. A sheet of office paper on your palm presses with about 0.8 of a pascal, and the size of a sheet makes no difference because doubling the area doubles the weight. An 80-mile-an-hour storm on a wall is about 780. You standing on 2 feet is 24,500 because 70 kilograms is spread across 2 soles. The air itself presses at 101,000. Scale a person by a factor k, keeping every proportion. Mass follows volume, so it goes as k cubed. Bone cross-section is an area, so it goes as k squared, and dividing leaves the stress going as k. A 60-meter humanoid is 1.75 meters times 34. Start from your own femur. 70 kilograms through 2 shafts 28 millimeters across with 6 millimeter cortical walls is 0.8 of a megapascal times 34. So the giant's leg bone carries 28 megapascals. Cortical bone crushes at around 170 megapascals, so 28 against 170 is a safety factor of 6, which is a real margin and not a squeak. The skeleton is not what fails. Come back down, because the number that decides this is not at the top. A stiletto heel is nearly 6 megapascals, 60 kilograms through a square centimeter. It sinks into a lawn while doing nothing to a pavement. The giant soul is gentler than that heel, and it still loses. 840 kilopascals standing, 1.7 megapascals the instant it lifts a foot to walk against firm ground that gives way at 300, so it is over before it takes a step. Run both limits back to a height. Ground bearing runs out at about 21 meters, and bone holds until about 360. The soil quits close to 17 times earlier, so the giant never breaks a femur, it gets stuck. Heat finishes it. A resting body makes 100 watts through 1.8 square meters of skin, 54 watts a square meter. Output follows volume and skin follows area. So 34 times the size means 1850, nearly twice noon sunlight. So the law is right and the usual verdict is wrong. A giant is limited by the ground and by its own waste heat, and both get worse in proportion to size. Ranking giants by bone thickness measures the wrong thing. Your ranking in the comments. You already have one.